All right, everybody. Episode 5, Ahsoka.
The
Just watched-
big event.
Just watched it. Here's our review. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Nick, let's just go. I got notes that I typed while we watched it. You know, positives, negatives. Let's go back and forth. You know, look, we don't these are initial reactions, like right after watching it. Like we literally just stopped watching it. We don't let it sit there and marinate. This is just a quick reflection on the things that we saw. So Nick, the big thing leading into this was, of course, Anakin. All the questions. It's Darth Vader. It's not really him. It's the son. It's the son.
All these theories going around on what it was. And what did it turn out to be? Really not a whole lot of anything other than just a nostalgia bait trip. What was the purpose? Can you explain it? Because I'm lost here. Like, what was the purpose behind any of that other than just to be like, hey guys, look, Ahsoka and Anakin back together?
She was floating. She fell off the cliff and she was in the water. That's what nobody thought. I didn't see anybody in the last week say, oh, well, Ahsoka is actually not in the world between worlds. She's physically floating at the bottom of the cliff in the water because she fell off the cliff. Not quite as exciting as what everybody was thinking, you know?
Yeah. So I'm confused. Did she die, and because she didn't kill Anakin, or because she fought him, then she was able to come back to life?
So the way I understood that scene was that because she defeated him, she was able to live. If Anakin or Vader, it was really Vader, had defeated her, she would have died. That's what was in her vision as she was floating in the water. Now, who knows?
Right.
If it weren't for Jason Syndulla actually hearing the sabers clashing, then to me it would be like, well, the whole thing was just made up in her mind. It's very similar to the Luke experience in the cave at Dagobah. You know, how real was it? I don't know.
They definitely didn't give an explanation of any of that.
Didn't give an explanation. So, but we saw some really cool moments. I got to say that.
Yeah.
You know, seeing Anakin in the Clone Wars, seeing Ahsoka as a younger girl, but they had a super missed opportunity, right?
Yeah. The using Ashley Eckstein's voice.
Should have been Ashley.
Yep, that would have been the perfect time. Obviously, you can't use her, but you could have had somebody and then just had them saying the lines, in the scene as they were filming, but then use Ashley Eckstein's voice. I think fans would have freaking loved it if Ashley Eckstein would have been doing the voice of Ahsoka.
Would have had way more meaning.
Way more meaning. Yeah. Yep. So I thought that was a missed opportunity for sure.
That was a missed opportunity. Yeah.
On their part.
But I got to tell you, a positive is, in the visions that Ahsoka was having, it was really cool, like seeing Rex, seeing her on the battlefield. It was like a Clone Wars live action show is what it was for just a few moments. And that was pretty sick. Like, I really enjoyed that. And there were several times where I thought Hayden Christensen looked good. There were some times when I didn't think it looked very good, but there was many moments I'm like, man, that actually looks really good. So that kind of worked for me. But the whole time I'm watching it, bro, I'm like, what are we watching? What is happening right now?
Yeah, see, and that's the other thing, all those other scenes and stuff, I didn't understand why what the meaning behind those scenes were, other than just nostalgia bait, just, hey guys, remember this? We know you guys love the Clone Wars. It was almost like, we're going to just throw this in here just to give the Clone Wars fans something to be happy about. Yeah. But it really has no meaning. It just, I'm confused about the whole thing. It was all cool to see all that sort of stuff, but when Luke came back, there's a reason. He's the only Jedi out there. It made sense that he would have showed up after Grogu was on the rock and that sort of thing. And for him to show up, at the end and freaking wreck house, that made sense to me. None of this made sense. It just feels like it was just thrown in there for nostalgia bait purposes, and that was the only reason behind it. And if that was the only reason, fine. I for the people that love seeing that for that reason alone, great. But for me, I would have rather it have been a little bit more meaning behind it,
Yeah. So I will say that there were several times where Anakin and Ahsoka were talking. Well, like when it was Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka, not the young Ahsoka, but when it was Rosario, there were several times when they were having a conversation that it just didn't like resonate with me emotionally, like I felt like the scene should have. Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka was still like, oh, it's Anakin. It was almost like it's Anakin, no big deal.
Yeah.
It was just weird. And then when we did go like back to the Clone Wars era and Anakin and Ahsoka were having a conversation on the battlefield in the middle of war, they stop and they have about 2 minutes of dialogue.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, there were so many long, drawn out scenes in this episode that was just like staring, looking. It's been that way this entire series. A lot of staring and looking and slow walking around.
Even the opening 2 minutes of the show was all when Hera's showing up, like they're zooming in on a stone, just a random stone that's in the middle of the courtyard.
Yeah.
For like 15 seconds, they're just zooming in. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So the episode was okay, but the expectations for the fans in general going into tonight's show, Anakin's back. Oh my gosh. Is it going to be the son? Is it Anakin? They're going to go on a mission together. This is Star Wars. This is the great. No,
nothing. No. We got none of that. We're just like, okay, they had a moment. And was it in her mind? Was it in the afterlife? Was she dead for a minute, technically? And
if this moment was a 10 out of 10 for you, first of all, I'm glad for that. And I respect that. I disagree. If it was a 10 for you because you got some Ahsoka Anakin, even though we don't even know necessarily like what it was, like through the Force, it really doesn't make sense. Anakin Skywalker is dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
That was not Anakin Skywalker. And it dang sure wouldn't have been Anakin Skywalker turning into Darth Vader as a Force ghost. He was redeemed.
Yeah.
Darth Vader is dead. He ain't ever coming back.
Nope.
So it's not like Anakin can like, oh, I'm going to be Anakin now.
Now I'm
Darth Vader. What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. It just didn't. It was very confusing.
It was like, when you clap, turn the lights on. Vader.
Yeah.
Anakin.
Yeah.
That's just what?
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I that whole thing, it just felt like it was just forced in there, just for the fans, and for all you out there that really liked that moment and just liked just seeing it. Yeah. Cool. I literally have no issue with that. For me, man, it's got to have a little bit more meat on the bone, a little bit more meaning, a little bit more understanding. It's got to make sense.
You said missed opportunity with Ashley Eckstein. I say this entire episode is a missed opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. The episode didn't necessarily just suck balls.
No,
but
it was just a decent episode. To me is what it was.
Yeah, it was
as
just.
a matter of fact, like I'll go ahead and give my score. Y'all come at me. Okay, I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it a 6.
That's where I'm at, a 6.
Yeah,
I'm at a 6. You know,
and it's really sad that we got as much Anakin Skywalker, we got Rex, and for the first time in the Mandoverse, they mentioned Leia.
Yeah,
and I'm giving it a 6.
Yeah, and it's because all that stuff had no meaning. It meant nothing.
Look, how could you take...
And we got more arm crossing, more slow, drawn-out scenes.
How could you take Anakin Skywalker and put him in this episode as much as you did and make that filler?
Yeah.
Because that's what it was.
Yeah, good
It was
point.
A filler episode with a legacy, a cornerstone character of the franchise.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Filler episode.
I don't know about you guys who are watching this video right now. I demand better from Lucasfilm and Dave Filoni than what we got in this.
Yep.
I mean, if you're just blinded by the cool factor of seeing Anakin on screen, all right, cool. But it should be better than that. It should be more than just that. And like Coach said earlier, I think this whole episode was a missed opportunity. There, he mentioned Senator Organa earlier. How cool would that have been if that would have been Leia hologram on there talking to Syndulla instead of more Mon Mothma from Andor that happened before Star Wars, who looks the exact same 7 years after Jedi. Is she like? It doesn't make sense. Like so many decisions they've made in the show are just so head scratching to me. I don't understand where their heads were at when they were doing
incompetent captain of a New Republic fleet.
Yeah, she whamming
ship.
Yep, shows up.
Got the female crew.
Yeah, she had that one white dude over there.
They really milked the Purgill scene. They milked it. Now watching them jump into hyperspace, cool. Watching them get into the ship, or watching them board a Purgill, cool. Ahsoka being, Ahsoka the White, looking, reaching out with the Force with the Purgill, cool. I did like the moment where Hera asked Huyang about Ahsoka's master. What was he like?
Yeah.
And he said, intense.
Yeah.
I was like, that's great. That's a great moment.
That's an understatement right there.
I thought that was the best moment of the show.
Yeah, I like that moment as well.
Yeah.
But another thing that just made no sense to me is, and I just thought about it when you were just talking about that, is she reached out with the Force. The whole plan was to talk to him. She gets back in the ship. He opens his mouth. They fly in. So they know where we're going. Well, I have no idea. No clue. We'll catch a ride. Maybe they'll take us there. Maybe they won't. And then she's talking to Hera later. I'll find him, Hera. I promise. How can you freaking promise, Ahsoka? You don't even know where you're going, or if they even know.
Yeah.
If they're even taking you to the same place where that ship hyperspace to. You don't even know. How can you make that promise when you a couple seconds ago?
Arms crossed. Going somewhere is better than nowhere.
Yeah. I again just
that was almost like Rostico. That was almost like a Rostico line.
Yeah.
Look, it was we are not just the hater brigade. We just want great Star Wars. It was just very average Star Wars. Should have been much better than it was, and
missed opportunity for sure. I thought that they could have done this way better. I literally could have come up with a better ideas to do in this.
People bought movie tickets to go see that.
I would be so pissed watching.
Did you just throw up in your mouth?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like there are thousands of people that bought movie tickets to go see that, and they're walking out like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm on a ticket for that.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I just watched. So, anyways, thank you for watching the review. We hope that you enjoyed it.
I'm sure we'll get decimated in the comment section again.
Let's go.
But,
hey,
tell us where we're wrong, guys.
We're the only channel that is totally transparent with you guys and call it both ways.
Yeah,
we give you the good and the bad, and we just when we think it's great, we're going to say it's great.
Yeah,
we're just not there yet.
And again, just to reiterate, I haven't hated really any of the episodes. I just don't think they're very good. Like I think they should be way better than they are, in my opinion.
Yeah. So I'm with you. Is it better than the Book of Boba Fett? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it better than Kenobi? Yeah. Is it better than Mando season 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
better than Andor to me.
But it's not good. It's just okay right now.
Yeah.
And I want it to be. Yeah. I could reach Nick and say it's good. I could really reach out with the Force and maybe give it like a 7.7, rounded up to an 8. But no, I'm not. It's to me, it's a C right now.
Yeah, it's very mid.
It's a C, and I want it to be an A. And I hope with 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 episodes left. We just no,
there's 3 episodes left.
There's
only
3 left. There's 3 left.
This show will be over in 3 weeks, guys. And this is what have we gotten so far? A map.
We finally
hyperspace, some Purgills. No Thrawn.
We are finally in hyperspace to the new galaxy. Finally,
it's taken 5 episodes to get to this point. Like, what are?
And the only thing that happened today was I slept in the water. Boarded a Purgill, and now I'm out. That's it. That's it. All right. Let us know in the comments. We love y'all. We are You Are Echo Base Network. We'll see you next week. Hope it's better for us. Hope that you
Bye, guys.